Well, hello everyone. Welcome to a special holiday message from BCSC and Columbus Auto Group. My name is Josh Burnett, Communications Coordinator. Today, Buddy the Elf, and I've got two special guests that we're going to celebrate the holidays together. Appreciate everyone and all their efforts to get through this great first semester, and so we're going to celebrate that today with the King, Elvis Presley, and Santa Claus. So just wanted to ask them a couple questions and get to know the King and the Claus a little bit better. So let's start with the King. What is one present that you want for Christmas? Everybody wants something for Christmas, right?
Josh, thanks for the question. I've done okay for myself, and I really don't need a lot of presents necessarily to make my Christmas bright. I just need my family by my side, and that'll make everything all right.
Nice. Santa, how about you? Anything you want for Christmas? You're always giving so much.
I give a lot, but I also receive a lot. So it's the old thing that we say, most of us think, we just don't say it enough, we want peace on earth and the goodwill towards man, because right now we live in some crazy times, and we just want everybody to love one another and enjoy themselves and their families.
Well, when you were younger, perhaps, I know that you're immortal forever and, in our minds and hearts, but when you were younger, in spirit maybe, did you ever write Santa, or I'm not sure who you wrote a letter to, but did you ever write a letter about this time of year?
Well, certainly. We write a letter to Mrs. Claus and the children, and we wish them well. I know I got a couple letters from Elvis. Hopefully he got everything he wanted, so it's always a joy to give.
Yeah, I certainly tried to write some letters, and some of them got to Santa Claus. I remember the first time I tried to write a letter, I didn't know quite how many stamps I guess were needed to get a letter all the way to the North Pole. So early one morning, I sent a letter to the postman and thought I sent it special D, but bright and early next morning, that letter came right back to me.
Return to sender.
Right? Return to sender. Return to sender.
Is there ever a favorite gift that you've received for Christmas, Elvis and Santa?
Oh, I got this one first, Santa. My favorite gift ever, and thank you, Santa, for giving me this gift, was a pair of blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place, but by golly, don't step on my blue suede shoes. So thank you so much. I still love those blue suede shoes, Santa. They're awesome.
Santa, how about you?
Well, I got a couple extra new red suits that Mrs. Claus made for me, and I hang them in the closet every year. In about December the 3rd or the 4th, I try to get one of them on because my weight fluctuates with cookies and non-cookies. So I've got 3 suits, and they're great gifts from Mrs. Claus.
Well, how about a not so great present? Have you ever had one of those before?
Well, I did. I hate to admit this, but I went to a little girl's house. I slid down that chimney, and let me tell you, I barely made it. And when I got out there, she had the prettiest cookies I've ever seen in my life. I picked up one of them cookies as a great gift, and I took a big bite out of it, and took that milk, and took a big chug of that milk, and it was buttermilk.
Oh, no.
That was the worst gift that I've ever had. So if that's as bad as it gets, it can't be too awful bad.
Yeah, but buttermilk, not a good idea. So for everybody listening, make sure you know that. I think it's a cold glass of white milk. Santa probably. I had a bad gift, Josh, and this one wasn't from Santa. I'd asked for a dog for Christmas, and my mama and daddy, they got me a dog, and it wasn't nothing but a hound dog. Couldn't catch a rabbit, crying all the time, and so it never did become a friend of mine. So that hound dog just was not a very good gift from mom and daddy.
Well, during this special holiday season, I imagine you've got loads of wisdom that you can share with us, but maybe what's one special piece of advice that you can give to us for us to enjoy this holiday season?
Well, I'll just add something, Santa. I think, and you mentioned it earlier, sometimes things get a little crazy and we aren't so nice to each other. We tend to kind of get an opinion and get off to our side, and I just would ask for people to don't be cruel. if you're not cruel, if you're just nice to everybody else, things will work out. And this time of giving, I just would ask that. Don't be cruel.
That's excellent, Elvis. I think that's a great thing to bring up. And again, it's all about people. If we can love and cherish each other, it will make the whole world much better.
And kids, if you're listening, that's a sure way to get on the nice list too, right, Santa?
Always gets on the nice list that way, always.
It's like that list, I think, says kids that don't be cruel. And there's a list of kids that they weren't cruel. So that's exactly what we're looking for.
Absolutely,
From Santa.
Elvis.
One of my favorite things about the holiday season is the music. I imagine, definitely, King, you do as well, and Santa. What are some of your favorite Christmas holiday songs?
Santa, I'll let you go
Well,
first on this one.
it's one that probably nobody really knows, but it goes like jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
You even have some jingle bells.
I
you
got
do.
'em. I got 'em.
So that is a great song. I love Jingle Bells as well. But I had a Christmas album. It sold quite a few copies of that Christmas. I still think it's probably the best Christmas album of all time. And the two songs that I like, they both have the word Christmas in them, but then colors, and Blue Christmas and White Christmas. I love those songs, and kind of a contrast to the season. You got White Christmas. It talks about I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, thinking about those Christmases I used to know, and treetops glistening and children listening. Just so hopeful to have that white Christmas. And by the way, I think we're going to have one of those this year. But then I think that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
And then, but Blue Christmas, and Blue Christmas kind of, I'm having a Blue Christmas without you, and that's not the happiest thing in the world, but it's probably my favorite song to sing, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I just love it to sing that song. I don't know how good that was, Josh, but it sound pretty good to me.
Well, hey, on behalf of BCSC and Columbus Auto Group, I hope that you've enjoyed this fun holiday message. And so we just want to leave you with this. We wish you
A Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you very much.
Ho, ho, ho.